What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Dawg House Podcast with your hosts, JayRod and
JDawg.
Yeah, so this is our Halloween episode. I guess it's, I've got a lot of topics I would like to talk about this go around, but I feel like we have to talk about our costumes first.
The elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room. The big green jelly bean in the room. Mike Wazowski. Are you a fan of Monsters, Inc., or is it just...
What's up, guys? I am a fan of Monsters, Inc.
Mm-hmm.
I was stuck there for a second. I am a fan of Monsters, Inc. As y'all can tell, I didn't quite think this all the way through. I just saw the costume, and I thought it would be an amazing idea. Sometimes you're wrong, sometimes you're right.
I like it. I did mention it when... Oh, what was the first one that you got?
So I got a blow-up dinosaur.
Yeah.
Ever since I was a child, I was always told no on these blow-up costumes, and it just bothered me. So now that I'm older and I have free will, I was like, I have to get a blow-up costume. And so Jay and I were at Spirit Halloween, and I got a dinosaur blow-up. Turns out it was for children. Don't know why that would be for a child. But got home, you should have seen me trying to put that thing on, dude. I was like, Teresa's trying to help me, and I'm like, all right, this is not fitting. Like, this is a no-go.
Wow.
I got a little in trouble from my fiance because I don't know if you noticed, Jay, but I threw out the receipt before we even left the building. So
same.
I can't return the costume.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I went back and I got another one, and this is the one I chose.
I like it.
Yep. Yeah. What about you?
I'm a vampire. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to be something classic, Zombie, ghoul, witch, vampire, just a classic, like, kind of horror or like Halloween kind of guys. That's what I was feeling this go around. I did order, they didn't come in yet, but I did order fangs.
Oh, okay. You said that yesterday, but
Yeah.
I didn't hear the part that you don't have them yet.
Yeah, I don't have them yet, and it's like, essentially, it's I'm getting a mold of my teeth done.
What?
I'm getting a mold of my teeth done
For the vampire teeth?
for the vampire teeth.
Oh, my
So
God.
it's not just like a tooth that you put it on there. It's a fucking, almost like Invisalign or something that people go to sleep with, right?
Yeah.
But instead, they have fangs in there. So it's just all of it is clear except for the fangs. They'll be like,
Guys,
white.
this is just a fetish he's into. Okay.
Halloween.
It's the Halloween, the vampire. He's really into this, so I've been having to really play along with my Pookie Bear this season.
Yeah, this is just feeling, just classic. I want to do something classic. I was always something. I feel like growing up, I was always something
Like typical.
I guess, just like I was always trying to be creative and whatnot, and this time I just wanted to be something classic.
This wasn't our original idea.
That's right.
Our original idea was Batman and Robin or Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yep.
We went to 2 different locations and didn't find 3 out of those 4 costumes.
Yep.
That's absurd.
They expected us to find, or no, they expected us to create a fucking Deadpool costume.
They had the
essentially.
onesie, which was stupid.
Yeah.
I was not buying that.
Yeah.
And then the Deadpool I wanted to be, they're sold out both locations. So, guys, we wanted to bring y'all one of those 2 sets, Batman and Robin, Wolverine and Deadpool. They fit perfectly. I'm sorry we could not bring that, but we brought something even better. Mike Wazowski and a vampire. So, you're welcome.
Oh, fuck. That is great.
Oh, my God. What were your topics you wanted to touch on? Halloween specific?
Halloween specific
Oh,
topics.
boy.
Yeah, I've got a few, but first off, I wanted to ask you, what was did you like trick-or-treating growing up?
I loved trick-or-treating.
Okay, me as well. What was your most memorable costume?
Most memorable? I mean, anytime I think like, oh, Halloween, this is what I dressed up as, the first thing that comes in my head is a black ninja. I was a black ninja one year, and for some reason,
ninja as in like blackface and a ninja, or like just a ninja wearing black.
A white child with a ninja suit that was black.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was cool. It had like double. What's Raphael the Ninja Turtle?
Oh.
What are his knives called? Size. That's right. Yeah. I had 2 of those. That was memorable because I have a picture with my brother and like my family in that costume. So anytime my mom sends me like old family Halloween pictures, it's always the one with me in the black. I can actually show you after this. I have a picture of it. So that's probably the most memorable for me.
Interesting.
Yeah. Why? What's yours?
Well, I told you I was very creative.
Oh boy.
As
creative as this right here?
I mean, maybe not. I think one year, maybe it stands out the most because now it's almost like embarrassing. But I think I was I had like a pumpkin mask, but then I dressed up my entire outfit like I was some sort of like cholo gangster.
Oh my God.
So imagine a cholo gangster with a pumpkin mask.
Holy cow.
I don't know why.
A cholo gangster with a pumpkin mask.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought this was that was the move that year, but it was. I was trying to be different. I was very different. But yeah, that's the most memorable as of right now, not due to, I don't know, it being such a great costume, more it just being.
Did you have like an inspiration for that costume? Like did you just pop in your head, or did you see a movie or something?
I just saw a pumpkin mask, and then I went in my closet. I was like, damn, what would look fucking cool with this?
A cholo.
A cholo. So I just, yeah.
Oh my God.
It just worked. In the moment, I thought it looked great.
Were you the kid that like, did you go around and like trick or treat for candy, or did you? Because there was one year specifically I dressed up as something that wasn't round and green. It was just a scary mask. And instead of getting candy, my whole goal was to like run around my neighborhood, hide in ditches and bushes, and try and scare people. That was really fun. So,
dude, that's sick.
Did you ever do that, or were you always just door-to-door candy?
No, I was always door-to-door candy. But,
okay.
Man, that is awesome.
I mean, we're still alive.
We
just saying.
We'd get in a little bit more trouble scaring little kids running around in masks.
Hey, there's only one time in the year you're allowed to do it, and that's October 31st.
Fucking A. Yeah, I never went around scaring people, but I did do like, I think one year there was trick-or-treaters, and we had parked our, like a dumpster, like trailer, in our parking, in our driveway that was right next to our candy bowl. So as kids were running up to grab the candy, I would fucking hop out and spook them.
See, that counts.
I did do a little bit of that. Okay, 1 year.
That counts. As you can see, I'm a big scarer. I like to scare children.
I see.
For currency.
Spooky teeth.
Yes. A big memory though, I'd have to say, was because you brought up like my most memorable costume. Mm-hmm. Something that was always like, I guess, most memorable thing about Halloween. There's actually two. So in my neighborhood specifically, there was always my neighbor that was literally across the house from me. He would always go all out on Halloween. Like it was his time of the year. And so his front yard, he decorated as like a straight up graveyard.
Fuck.
And I'm telling you, Jay, like it looked like a real graveyard.
On what, fog?
Yes, he had fog machine. He had everything. And he would dress up as the most realistic looking Michael Myers every year, and he would just stand in the middle of the graveyard at random spots in the yard with like a bowl of candy, and he would just stand there. Every year. He never scared anyone. He would just stand there. But because of just the theme and the aesthetic, everyone was afraid to go in there as a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember that one specifically. And then my one of my uncles he loved scaring the kids. So my grandparents, they used to live in my neighborhood where I grew up. And so we obviously would go there when we're walking around the neighborhood. And my uncle would come over there and he'd dress up in this scary ass wolf costume and would just run around the house in the yard as if he's like a real werewolf and scare kids. Dude, it was terrifying. I knew it was him and I knew everyone, and I would still be afraid to go in there.
Yep.
As a child, obviously. Not now. I mean, I'm not scared now.
Definitely not. There is nothing like being scared.
No, it's not.
There's nothing like being scared, I feel.
I mean, ask our audience. I know y'all are terrified right now looking at this damn screen.
Spooked.
Yeah,
looking at this looking at Mike
come after you. Yeah.
Don't stand up too quick.
I'm faint. But I remember, damn. Were you
fighting someone in there?
I am. I'm fighting my demons. Guys, if you can hear this slight humming, it's because I have to have a fan on to keep this inflated. And so I don't sweat to death.
Is it annoying do you think it's annoying for the mics? Yeah.
Is it not too? If it's annoying, guys, let me know. I'll turn it off.
I'll turn it off right now.
I know, guys. I'll take the costume off soon so y'all can see my handsome face. But
yes.
you know, I had to keep this. I had to give y'all this theme. It was a must.
Of course.
But were you one of those kids? Please say no.
No.
I'd rather you lie to me.
I wasn't.
Okay, good. Were you one of these kids that when you walked up to a bowl that said, please take one, you would take?
Never.
Okay. All right.
Never.
I would see some kids that would come in and just take the whole bowl. Guys, were you one of those kids that when it said take one candy, you took a handful? If so, go to confession. Okay.
I wonder, because you walk around long enough, you're going to get enough candy for you to be pleased.
Exactly.
So there's no need for you. Also, the thing that pisses me off with that, it doesn't piss me off, but my thing was, even if I had the chance, it's each house buys this, a certain type of candy. So, if you go to this house and they have their bowl out, they'll have a bunch of Kit Kats.
Yeah.
And then you go to the next house and they have gummy candy. It's okay, well, the whole point of going to door is get a variety of candy, right? You see a new piece of candy, you're like, oh, I can't wait to fucking try that shit. But, if you get a whole bowl of Kit Kat, you know what a fucking Kit Kat tastes like. You know? It's cool, but you're not going to eat an entire bag of it.
Yeah, you're fine.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But, that was always my thought process with that. Also, I didn't want to be selfish and, not give or take all the candy for the other kids to fucking. Did it just die?
Guys, am I developing a lazy eye by chance? I'm gonna slowly let this deflate.
Okay. You're fucking sinking.
I'm sick.
All right, so let's get into some of these topics that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, let's do it.
So I did a lot of thinking about these specific topics.
Are these still Halloween topics?
It's all Halloween topics.
Ooh.
It's all Halloween topics.
Guys, buckle up. This is a Halloween special.
Halloween special.
I don't know if you realize, guys, but this only comes around once a year.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've been waiting for this all year, too. So you guys are in for a treat.
Does it actually look like I have a lazy eye?
It just looks like you're melting more than anything else.
I am melting.
Okay. We're going to start this off with the basic stuff.
The basic. Oh, boy.
What's your favorite candy?
Oh, I like this. Okay. Okay. That's a hard one. I'd have to say, I'm a big fan of chocolate. If I had to say a candy bar specifically, I'd have to say Twix or Kit Kat, but I'd probably go Twix.
Why Twix?
No, hold on. Let me take out Kit Kat. Twix or Crunch Bar. Dude, Crunch Bars, oh my God.
Crunch Bars are top tier.
They have, you know what I'm talking about, guys, what I'm about to say. Okay? Crunch Bars have a different type of aftertaste. You know what I mean? The first bite is and then after your fourth chew, you're like, damn, this is good. That's a Crunch Bar.
Yeah, I feel like all chocolates are much better for me, at least when they're in the fridge. You leave them in the fridge for a while, or even the freezer, and you fucking chew them bitches up when you're ready. It's very good.
I mean, I have those Dove chocolates, and they I have to put those in the fridge.
Yeah.
Can we pause real quick? Can you unzip the back of me?
Yeah, turn around.
I already have it somewhat zipped. I just need to pop my head out. It's over here. Dude, this is a sauna suit.
All right. Welcome back to the podcast,
Welcome to the Dawg House Podcast, guys. Woo!
Oh, boy.
We are interrupting the broadcast to announce our partnership with Saint Pasta Sauce. Today we're going to be going over the dog's favorite meal, right? Starts with some ground meat. Preferably bison, grass-fed, 100%. As well as some spaghetti, right? Any pasta you want, but for today we're going with some classic spaghetti. And last but not least, the essential Saint Pasta sauce.
Why Saint Pasta, Jay? Why Saint Pasta?
I'll tell you why.
Let me hear it.
Alright, so firstly, there's no added sugars or preservatives, and they're made fresh with California tomatoes. Secondly, their sauce is slow cooked for 3 hours. No other sauce does this in the business. Saint Pasta Sauce releases one batch per month, and they're always selling out. So make sure you guys subscribe to their email list so you guys can stay updated on the releases. If you guys want free shipping on your first order from Saint Pasta Sauce, make sure you guys use code Dawg House Pod. That is DAWGHOUSEPOD. Dawg House Pod for free shipping on your first order. Make sure you guys check them out.
I'm gonna hold it some, okay?
You have to put it all the way in.
Okay. Okay. Just breathe out if.
Mom, can you just do it?
I know I shouldn't curse in front of my mom, but cauliflower ear sucks. I use Caulibuds ear magnets. I really wish I would have had these magnets, but my ears were messed up. These keep my cauliflower ear at bay. They're the original and best quality cauliflower ear magnets on the market. Step 1, drain your ear. Step 2, pick your buds. Step 3, put them on your ear. Make the right decision. Invest in these Caulibuds so your ears don't look like chicken nuggets like mine. Check them out on Amazon or Caulibuds.com. Add ears. Train with your buds.
Okay, what were you saying was your favorite candy?
Okay, so my favorite candy, it's changed a lot over the years.
Really?
It's changed a lot over the years. Growing up, I was huge on gummy candy.
Gummy? Oh, that's right.
Gummy
The
candy.
trolley
Yep.
worms.
Yep. Gummy candy was my shit. Sour candy is one thing, but dude, just standard like gummy bears or gummy worms that don't have the sour stuff on it.
Oh, really? No
That-
sour, just a regular gummy
sour.
bears.
Regular
Gummy worms.
bears. And that stuff, like, I feel like my favorite brand is, I think it's called Black Forest.
Never heard of that.
Maybe not. I think it's called Black Forest. That's the brand. Now I have to look it up really quick.
I was going to say, I've never heard
It's
of
gonna
Black
piss me off.
Forest.
Whatever it is, it's the fucking best. I'll show
This
you.
costume looks like spot on vampire. Yeah.
I took a.
Doesn't Jay look like a vampire a little bit? He looks like a vampire a little bit.
I took a lot of inspiration from like classic, like Nosferatu. I think they're doing a remake. Yeah, it's called Black Forest. Have you seen these guys?
No.
Yeah, Black Forest gummy bears. You ever see them? Buy it.
Where would you even buy that at?
It's anywhere, but it's not like the biggest brand. Like Haribo's the biggest brand. Haribo flavors on point, but they're fucking. It's way too chewy. It's like a Jaws-size workout with Haribo. Black Forest, perfect in between. They don't fucking melt. They got good texture, and the flavors are the fucking best. Trust.
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 That's how you end that. Trust.
What were we talking about?
Oh, your favorite. Wait. It's not favorite candy, but did you put the gummy worms in the fridge?
No, But the chocolates I do.
The chocolates.
So that was when I was growing up.
Okay.
Growing up, I was into gummy candies.
Mm-hmm.
Past few years, I've really calmed down. Really just like, since I've calmed down with like all the eating like shit. When I do have candy, it's probably going to be chocolate. And as basic as it is, I've been really falling for just a classic Snickers.
Really? Classic Snickers.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just fucking just hits for me.
I mean, that's what I eat now. It's just like a classic milk chocolate Dove.
Yeah.
That just hits, dude. Just
Oh,
hits.
yeah. We used to sit down. Dude, we used to do that was 2v2 days.
Yep.
2v2 days we would sit down with a handful of Dove chocolate bar, little squares this big, and all we hear each other just unwrapping these motherfuckers all night. Pop them in, crack. Dude.
Dude.
Fucking people up.
That
2v2s.
was something, yep.
Those were the days.
Just going 12-1 the scoreboard, just next.
Dude, that was a good time.
That was a good time.
Favorite candy. I feel like we were just talking about something aside from the
favorite candy.
Yeah, it was mixed in between that conversation, but I'm losing it. My memory's not good.
Yeah, mine is.
It's
all the candy.
Type 3 diabetes.
It's all the sugar.
Yeah,
That's what it is, guys. I'm telling you.
It is. Okay. Next question. Or next topic. If this is even a thing.
Yep.
And I want to hear this from you guys as well.
Yeah, get in here, guys. We're all in the Dawg House.
Come on.
You're in here. Okay?
How old is too old for trick-or-treating?
Never. I've already thought of this.
Why?
Okay. I was about to say something, then I was like, that's going to come off wrong. I'm going to say it anyways. But I don't mean this in the wrong way. But age is just a number.
I agree.
Look at us now.
I agree.
We're having fun.
I'm dressed up.
Look, guys, I was in here in this big green ball.
Just Mike Wazowski.
Spent $60 on this. And it was worth it.
The thing is, I completely agree with this. I don't think there should be any sort of like prejudice against trick-or-treaters no matter how old they are, you know?
Yeah.
I don't really care.
I know people listening to this being like, what the hell? But, dude, there's grown up, like, what do you think Halloween weekend, go downtown at the bars? Everyone's dressed up.
Yeah, everyone's dressed up.
Now, instead of eating candy, they're drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
So why not just eat candy?
For sure.
No different.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
The main thing that makes me ask this question is I went through a couple phases growing up where that year that I took scaring people, I took that year off from trick-or-treating, and I was like, I'm too old for this. I was like 13. I'm like, I'm too old for this.
That was going through my head, too, when I did the scare thing.
I was like, I'm above that. I'm not gonna trick or treat anymore. Even though deep down I want to trick or treat this year.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You know how fun that would be?
It's fun. Imagine us walking around just shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit.
Look at everyone's
getting some
costumes,
candy, making fun of people.
Exactly.
Bro,
just walk around with the boys.
Fun.
Yeah. The family.
The family, exactly. Yeah. I got a little glimpse. Did you notice that today was pretty cool in the morning?
Yes.
It was cool.
I stepped outside. I was like...
His teeth started growing like... All the little children coming for candy now. But yeah, I felt this cool air. I'm used to really cool air by now because in Virginia it's a little bit colder. Yep. But here I felt the cool air. I was like, I like that feeling.
Yes. Yeah. Just fucking... It's nice that you're not melting.
Yeah.
Like, just not melting in Texas.
What you might have already said it, but what's your why on why you think?
Okay. So I was talking about the year that I took off from trick-or-treating to scare people, which was fun, but also I enjoy trick-or-treating as well. Okay. And I was like, I'm too old for this. And then next year and a couple years after that, I guess I continued trick-or-treating and whatnot. But you really are sweating. You were sweating in there.
Bro, I was sweating.
That's a fucking sauna.
My feet are like drenched.
Holy shit.
Bro, it's a sauna suit.
Dude, that's a build-in fucking...
Dude, I'm going to keep this to cut weight.
Fuck yeah.
Can you imagine on the air done? Mike Wazowski.
Fuck. So I took the years off, or took that year off, went back to trick-or-treating. And then after that, those next couple of years, I was getting big, you know,
Mm-hmm.
16. I don't know how old I was trick or treating, but I'd assume I was trick or treating in high school.
You're trick or treating in high school?
I think so. I want to say I was.
Remember?
I can't really remember, but I feel like why wouldn't I have been?
Yeah.
Regardless,
Yeah.
I remember at some points there were like some people would ask me, they're like, "You're too big for this."
This is like a movie plot of like Diary of the Wimpy Kid or something. It's like they're trying to go trick or treat in high school, being made fun of by the adults, and you're like, "What the?"
But yeah, the homeowners, I'm like, grab like, "Oh, trick or treat," and they're like,
Brother.
"How old are you?" I'm like, what do you mean? I'm fucking.
You're like staring the grown man in the eye, like I love her. He's like, brother, I just want a Snickers bar.
Just give me the Snickers.
Oh
Fuck.
God.
So, with that being said, I don't think you can be too old to go fucking trick or treating.
We've talked about this before. It's all perspective. You know what I mean? It's like, cause it's dude, my whole goal in life is to feel as young as possible for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Like I want to get to a point where I'm making enough money where I can do what I want, but I also have the time to do what I want. And it's like, okay, I'm 35, 40 years old. I'm not going to go play golf. I'm going to go skydive. I'm going to go ride some dirt bikes. I'm going to go roll jiu-jitsu. I want to feel like I'm in my 20s as long as possible.
Yes.
Mentally and spiritually. Just like, I love this quote. Have you ever seen a movie called Tag? There's a quote.
Speaking of movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We'll get into that topic. There's a movie called Tag. It's a really good movie, by the way. But the quote at the end is so good. It's a famous poet or something says it. He's like, what was it? We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing.
This is exactly what I was talking about fucking ages ago on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
When I was like, you lower your standards or you lower your workout rate.
Mm-hmm.
So say you're 100% workout when you're fucking 30 years old. You're like, all right, I'm 30 now. Like, I'm going to start like tapering off.
Yeah, I'm going to stop running because it's bad for my knees. Or you could still run. It just might take you longer.
Exactly.
But you could still, like, let's say you're 20 years old, you're running a mile. So at 30 years old, you run half a mile. No. You keep it a mile. It just takes longer.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
That's it.
Yep.
You have to walk it. At 7 years old, I will still be, let's say one of my things I did was I ran a mile every day. At 7 years old, I will still complete that mile. But by then, maybe I'll be walking the mile.
Yep.
But I'm still completing the mile.
Goddamn right.
That's a version of like, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. So it's like, guys, if you're a 40-year-old man, go trick-or-treating. Dress up as your favorite superhero and go get some candy.
Chase some kids around.
If you get in trouble, you did not hear it from us.
Oh, fuck.
Handing out candy is really fun too.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Handing out candy is so fun. That's one of the. I want to go home so bad for Halloween.
That's what I'm doing.
I want to go home so bad for Halloween. Just to do that. It's been so long since I've seen my house decorated. Fuck. It's been so. I haven't been home for Halloween in probably 6 years.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's sad.
Sad, yeah.
Because it's like, oh, I don't have enough money to travel for Halloween and then turn around and go back for Christmas and then or November for Thanksgiving. So I'm like, man, I want to get some money and business so I could just say, I'm coming home Halloween and hand out some candy, baby.
Yep. Full size
king size bars, no sharing.
Fuck. If you're capable of setting up seminars in Jersey, what's stopping you from setting up seminars in Virginia?
I just happen to have the person in New Jersey reach out to me.
But why don't you reach out to, I don't know, your gym that you were training at before and be like, hey guys, like I'm going to be coming home. Could I like do a seminar and we split the profits?
I tried that a while ago.
And would they say get fucked?
Kind of.
Really?
I don't want to say they said get fucked, but
why would
they didn't say that, but the owner, I mean, he's a really good he's a really good guy. I just don't think I don't want to read his mind, but I just don't know if he thought I wasn't worth it at the time.
How do they lose anything? Do they have any expenses?
I don't know. I don't
like they wouldn't have any expenses. Like,
no, it wouldn't be any expenses. I asked him if I could come to a seminar, and he's like, I don't think people. I can get people to come to that. Blah blah blah. This was a while ago, and he was like, I'll just pay you X amount of money out of my own pocket to come do it. It was like a few $100.
But if you're gonna get how many? If they have fucking 50 students. You get 25.
I think if I reached out back to him now, and I was serious about it.
Yeah,
I could do it. And there's 2 gyms I could probably.
The thing is, it's there. Like if they have no expenses for this, they have absolutely no reason not to do it aside from like scheduling being crowded.
Yeah,
with
if we
other
split
stuff.
the profit, you're making money regardless.
They're making money. They don't have any expenses. Like if you just like, hey, like I'll give you guys 20%, advertise whatever, and I'll like. Yeah, I'll advertise. I'll cover my travel. I'll cover my stay. Mm-hmm. I'm coming home.
Yeah, I'm coming home.
And I'll be there an extra few days so I can also get more rounds in with the students and help everything out. Yeah, going on from there. But
I'm in. So I'd probably be too late to try and do something like that.
Yeah,
but I guess after the first attempt was like a little iffy. I didn't feel the confidence to reach back out later, even though my worth has gone up a lot since then.
Yeah.
But I am working right now. My fiance, she wants to go to Guam. I've never been to Guam. I was supposed to go like 2 years ago, but I had my surgery the day before. And her grandma lives there, and her grandma's getting old, so she wants to visit more. So I was like, oh, okay. But it's an expensive trip. And it would be around the time we'd be opening up the gym and stuff. And so I was like,
it's a lot of expenses.
But there's a gym she used to train at. She trained at ever since she was a child when she lived in Guam. It's like one of the few gyms on Guam. Guam's a small little island, so it's a big gym for the area, And I was on my morning walk this morning, and I was like, I could do a seminar there to pay for maybe the flight or something.
Dude, absolutely.
And then. This could just be me having too big of a heart. I don't know what it is. But
donate all the money.
Yes. I was like.
I knew it was coming.
I was like, what? It's a small island. It's the first time I'm going out there meeting her grandma. Her grandma's getting old. Could be dying soon. I was like, I'd like to give back to the island somehow. So I was like, I'd be willing just to fly out there. I'm going out there regardless. I'm seeing her family regardless. Do a seminar at that gym. And just donate all the money to local businesses.
I completely agree with what you're saying. Like, that's all good shit. But at the same time, if there's a time and place for that.
Yes.
The time and place is when you're fucking wealthy.
That's true. Yeah.
You're trying to get to that wealth.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to that wealth.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was just a thought. I don't know why I had that thought. So I had a random thought. I was like, I wouldn't mind giving it back to local businesses just because I heard the tourist population there has gone down ever since COVID. So I was like, I could help somehow. But we'll see. That was just a thought. But Halloween.
Do you have any ghost stories?
Yes, I do. And I've told them on here in the past.
I want to hear it now. I want to hear it right now.
Okay. I do have ghost stories. Okay. So which one should I start at?
You have multiple.
Oh, I have multiple. I have multiple, but not all of them involve me. They involve family members or friends. There's only been 2 ghost instances that's happened to me specifically.
How does everyone have ghost shit happen to them?
Brother, you got to be connected to the spiritual world.
I got to go outside or something. I don't fucking know what it is, dude.
Got to play that Ouija board.
Dude, I should have got it.
No, don't get that. Please don't get that.
Oh, boy.
But no, so there was the first time where I thought I saw my dead grandmother. It was when I was asleep in my bed. My nanny, I call her my nanny because they were Italian. She'd been dead for a while, and I was asleep. I'm sleeping in my bed, and I had this feeling that like something's close to me. He's like, even though my eyes are closed. So I open up my eyes. I'm like, something's right here next to my bed. I just know it. And I wake up, look over, and there's this woman standing over top my bed. But she's like all white, like a faded white. And I'm just like, what the hell? and it's this old lady with like a blanket draped over her shoulders, and she had like a bonnet. I don't know what it's called. A hat that's like round top and goes around here. Has one of those hats on, and the reason why this is when I knew for sure it was my nanny, was when I saw like curly looking hair that was coming out from underneath that the hat, and only my nanny looked like that. So I was like, it's like, what the hell? That's when I was like, I feel like this is her. And she just looked at me and then turned, walked toward my door, and I'm just sitting there watching, and she kind of almost like she like went out of distance, even though she's like right in front of my bed, and like just disappears before she could get to the door. And I'm just like sitting there, just like, what the hell? And I didn't tell my parents or anything for like 8 years. Yeah, true story, I swear.
I like it.
And there was a second time I saw a ghost, less intimate. It was my dad and I. And his friend were going fishing at this place called Pocahontas State Park in Virginia. And you have to pay a toll to get into the park. But if you get there early enough, you don't have to pay. And so we got there like at 4:30 in the morning one morning. And we drive up. Sometimes there'd be someone there, sometimes there wouldn't be. So we're all like looking at the booth, like, someone there. And you see a figure inside the booth, and everyone saw it. I mean, I don't know if everyone saw it, but I know my dad saw it because when he sees, we all see the same figure, and he starts reaching for his wallet. He's like, okay, someone's there. And we pull up, and he stops, and we're sitting there waiting. It was a booth where like you could see in, but there was some space where you kind of like walk to the left a little bit to like the register or something. And so we're sitting there like this girl was just here. Like, where's she at? What threw everyone off was, I didn't quite see the details as much as my dad and his friend did because I was in the back seat. But they said she was wearing like a flared out dress, like an old, like, you know what I'm talking about? Which kind of threw everyone off at first, but whatever. Maybe it could be Halloween. I don't know. And we go up there. No one ever came. My dad gets out of the car, goes, looks in the booth. He's like, I know I saw somebody.
Yeah.
He looks in the booth, no one there. And we're just like, all right, we just keep driving. And the reason why we know we saw a ghost is because there's been multiple reports of people seeing ghosts in that area of Pocahontas State Park. Specifically because that park specifically, there's like battles fought there and like stations and stuff because they find old like war trenches and bullets like dug up and stuff. Wow. And they said like more people have seen ghosts at that park.
I want to go there.
It's
I want to see some shit. I really do.
Yeah, I could tell you're on a hunt for.
I just want to like experience.
What if you?
I'm pulling out my Polaroid.
What if you're not ready for what you're looking for? What if you get there and you're just like, I want to see it go so bad. I don't know. You're just. You just get lifted up out of the sky. I'm like, Jay, this is what you wanted. So be it. This is what you wanted.
I don't want some sort of demonic.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from that stuff. My brother has experienced that.
Demonic stuff.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Like poltergeist or like.
I don't think I talked about that one in the last Ghost Story podcast.
Before we get into the next one,
mm-hmm.
How did you feel seeing your Nana?
I felt
Nani.
Nani, yeah.
Nani. Did you didn't feel scared? Did you feel scared? I feel like that's the difference that everyone talks about. Like it's different when it's like a fucking like everyone's kind of like obviously you're going to be like startled and whatnot, but everyone's always like I don't know, your body just knows when it's like not trying to hurt you. I guess.
I was my first emotion I would say probably be confusion.
Yeah.
But I could for sure remember that I did not feel like I was in danger. Like for a fact. So like I knew I wasn't in danger. Then once that was established, I was like, okay, well then what is going on here?
Yeah. That's
probably the best way to describe it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And you said your brother had another experience?
I remember my brother telling me that like one of his buddies or someone he knew at work was like a part-time exorcist or something. Like, yeah, like was a priest
How
somewhere.
are you a part-time exorcist?
Because he's like, what the fuck? He's a superhero, dude. He's laying in his bed. He sees like the bat signal. He's like, oh boy, it's about to get crazy tonight.
Oh fuck!
Could you imagine the resume? Yeah, I'm a mechanic, part-time exorcist. Like,
What? Part-time what?
just casting out demons when they need me, of course.
I don't do it often. I
Do it all the time. The money's right.
Past life.
But yeah, it was something like a part-time exorcist, or his buddy knew someone who did that, and his buddy's buddy invited him, like, hey, I'm gonna go, like, you know, I'm going to go do my thing at this house. They tell me to come through. Like, do y'all want to come see it, or like come? Yeah. And so my brother's buddy told him, like, hey, one of my friends is inviting me. He does demonic exorcist, whatever. He says I can bring a buddy, whatever you want to come. And my brother went.
You have to be a priest for this, right?
Yeah, give me
Okay,
something.
So he's a priest
Was it a priest or a deacon?
or a deacon.
It's something.
What is a deacon in?
You put me on the spot. A deacon specifically, I think. So, priest, deacon. One specifically is for the Catholic religion, and I think that may be okay. So a pastor is like could be different religions. A priest specifically, I believe, is for Catholic,
And a deacon.
and then a deacon is like the rules are. So within the church, it's like if you're a priest or if you're a monk, whatever, you have certain restrictions on your life.
Okay.
Like if you're a Catholic monk, you can't be married, you can't have sex, stuff like that. But then a deacon, I know for sure, to be able to know if someone's a deacon, they have that white
yes.
thing here. They have less restrictions, I believe. A deacon, like you can be married, you can have kids,
Okay.
stuff like that. So I think it's more so in like the restrictions you have depending on those titles. But I don't know what you have to be to do an exorcist
Okay.
or to be an exorcist. I don't know.
Interesting.
But anyways, so my brother goes there and he's like, he didn't really give much detail when he was telling me about it, but he was just like, I was like, did the person look like they're demonic? And he was like, oh yeah. And I was like, really? Like what made you for sure know? And they're like, they were just like, it's almost like they had Tourette's. And I was like,
Really?
yeah. And I was like, how'd you know this didn't have Tourette's? You know? And he's like, oh, I don't know. I was just watching, but the priest was saying that like that stuff they asked before going in there, you know, like, oh, is he mentally ill? Like, blah, blah, blah. You know, and if all that stuff is no, then it's like, okay, well then something's going on here.
Yeah.
But he said like the person would just like there's
Really?
they were sitting in like a chair like this, but like cloth, and they would just like dig their nails into like the fabric, and they would like just like kind of twitch like Tourette's almost. That's the most detail my brother gave. He's like the person is like act like they had Tourette's and kept just like digging at the chair, and that was it. I was like, they tried to attack you or anything? He was like, no.
Your brother went to this?
Yeah, it was at someone's house.
How? Like, who do you call? You're like, hey, hey, deacon.
Yeah, this guy wants to go now.
Hey, deacon.
He's not gonna see Jay down in the corner just. This is exactly what I expected.
Hey, Father John. You got any? You got
Father
any,
Johnny.
You got any spare?
You got any appointments this week? Trying to do an internship on some exorcisms.
Oh my God.
I'm sure you could go to one.
That's crazy that the guy's just like, you know what? You're a good friend to me. You want to come watch me? You know.
Yeah, he was like,
compel some
I
demons?
think some of it is too. It's like they don't want to go alone. You know, it's like, and my brother's friend is like at the time, the friend at the time, he was a big guy. You know, so sometimes it's like they'll bring someone just because, like, oh, just in case something happens, someone
comfort.
with some comfort. Yeah, someone
Someone
there
to
with
hug.
me. Yeah, I'm sure half of it's that too.
Yeah,
So-
interesting. Wow,
I'm gonna-
guys, if you have any ghost stories or fucking any demonic shit or anything, I want you guys writing. I want to read a fucking book in this comment section, please. If you guys have actually had any,
That's a good point. I wouldn't mind reading them as well.
yeah, I would love
I
to.
want to hear some ghost stories.
Yeah, that'd be very entertaining. I would love to hear your story, so please drop a comment if you have the time to do so. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've never seen anything demonic or experienced anything demonic, but
Where do I get these friends? Where do I get these friends?
you got to go to freaking
Virginia, I guess.
Got to go to the bottom of the river.
Fucking
Bottom, deep in the depths.
Have you ever? I don't know if this is entirely true, but I've heard this, and since you live on the East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
You know the town that's like inspired Silent Hill?
It's not in West Virginia, is it?
I think it might be in West Virginia. I know it's somewhere on the East Coast. It's either West Virginia or like PA.
Because The Wrong Turn, you've heard that movie, The Wrong Turn?
Yeah.
That's inspired by West Virginia.
Yeah.
So
But that's the cannibal family, whatever, right?
Yeah, like the mountain people.
Yeah, mountain people, yeah.
Silent Hill, I don't know if
Okay.
it's West Virginia or PA. What about it?
It's somewhere on the East Coast. I don't know entirely what state it's in.
Wait, that's based off of real events or a true story or something?
Well, not true story, but what even is the story of Silent Hill?
Silent. Oh, you see the new game coming out.
Yeah, it's metaphorical, right? It's just like I feel like the gameplay that I've seen is like a guy has a wife. I remember watching the movie and I've seen gameplay.
The movies
recently.
they have to like when the night comes, everyone has to run to the church and get to the church or something.
Yeah, it's
and
like
then,
a safe place.
Yeah, and then people come like those
when the sirens and shit.
Yeah, they come out and if they catch you while trying to run to the church
comes.
or something. Yeah, the fog. Yeah, something like that.
But essentially the guy goes into the town because he's trying to find his wife or whatever, or some significant other, because she died. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
That's a scary movie.
And then it's crazy shit.
I've never seen the whole thing.
There's a lot. Okay, fuck. I gotta keep up to date.
Oh boy.
They're Japanese creators, like developers. They're all inspired by Western culture.
Oh, really? Interesting. Fuck, that's crazy.
That's very interesting.
Well, from what I think Silent Hill is inspired by, it's an abandoned town somewhere on the East Coast. And I went there.
Was it silent?
It was silent. I went there, and essentially it's just like an abandoned town, and the story is it was just a small town, like a mining town. So they were mining coal underground, and the town was fine. And then one day there was a fire that started underground, so all the coal that they're mining and stuff
I've heard of this.
caught on fire. And it's just like endlessly burning. Like to this day, it still burns.
Oh.
So if there's like pockets in the ground, and if you someone took a video and they're just like showing the abandoned town, and then there's a hole in the ground, and they put their phone to the ground, and there's steam coming, so it fogs up the lens, so you can see that.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's still hot. However, fucking.
Damn entrance to hell.
Yeah. Crazy shit. Pennsylvania? That sounds like I wanted to say that, but I wasn't entirely sure. I'm not sure, but it's if there's photos of it, I'm sure it's.
It sounds like a
like
place
fucking
that's
familiar.
worth visiting.
Yep, fog that comes out and like everything's.
Bro.
There's a road that we went to, and the road is just fucking destroyed. People go hiking and whatnot here, but yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
It just looks scary.
It does. It does.
What
Everything's
the-
like covered in graffiti, and there's just that's it.
Whoa.
There's just endless smoke burning from
Bro,
underground.
that is trippy.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It's gnarly shit.
I actually have seen this before because I've seen that somebody spray painted that.
Yeah. Yep. It's exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's interesting because the game actually has fog because it was limitations at that time.
Oh.
They had like a giant map. And they couldn't render it all at once on the PlayStation 1.
Oh, wow.
The fog covered all.
Okay. Sick. That's cool.
Not loading in.
Yeah. Interesting.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, but I went there.
You went there.
Yeah, went there.
How old were you?
Maybe like 15, 14.
You shit your pants by chance?
No, we went with the family. I think we were coming back from like a camping trip, and on the way we're like, "Hey, let's like stop this place." And I'm like, "Abandoned town."
Entrance to hell. I don't know if I want to go there.
There's no like, well, at least we couldn't find like an address or anything to like go there. It's just like, oh yeah, like if you're close to it. Oh yeah, you like go like door to door and you're like, hey, like where's this place at? You go to like a diner, ask the fucking lady at the front.
There's probably so many wild places you go that's just like, like the little stories they were telling us of the ghost when we were in Hawaii. Jason was telling us from our first dinner we went to. Bro, I was like, what?
Yeah, it's very spiritual.
It is.
Hawaii. It's very nice. Don't point at the fucking bite your finger, that type of stuff. It's very cool. I like it a lot. Abandoned town. Were you gonna say something?
I was just gonna go into what? Did you have other topics you were going?
I've got multiple, but
I was just gonna go into the movie topic, but
let's do it.
Okay, all right. I was gonna ask like, what are your top 3 favorite like scary movies? That it's a must watch every Halloween.
I've been trying to watch all of the like classic horror movies. Freddy, Michael, Jason.
I was gonna say what's classic. That's okay.
The classics, but I don't think they're necessarily the scariest. I think they're iconic and scary for that time period because like that was the scariest shit that they've ever seen. But now that we have stuff like Art the Clown, that shit's fucking Jason is nothing to fucking Art. Are you kidding me?
Couldn't hold a flame.
Yeah. But we'll get to that. But with your question, I think every October I have to watch American Horror Story. Freak Show. American Horror Story Freak Show. It's one of the seasons where it's just like a circus and they all have like have you ever watched American Horror Story? Okay, so there's this there's a season called Freak Show. They're a circus. They have a bunch of it's a great story. It's a great story. Bunch of guys with lobster hands, fucking bearded ladies, salt and pepper, like fucking two like severely handicapped people, salt and pepper.
Sounds like you're into this one.
It's a very good story. American Horror Stories, they do a very good job with a lot of their stuff. But Freak Show and 1984 are my 2 favorite seasons. But with Freak Show, they have 2 episodes. It's called. Wow, why do I remember this?
You remember everything.
Called. Maybe I don't remember the name of the episodes, but it's about a guy called Edward Mordrake. And the 2 episodes are about essentially it's like Halloween, and every Halloween this guy comes and kills a freak. So a freak is like the bearded lady or the fucking lobster boy. And it's just like a myth to these guys, but they're like, oh, like, don't say his name, like whatever, like that type of stuff. And he comes in these 2 episodes. He comes on Halloween, and he just what's his story? He comes and he has to kill one freak to take back to the afterlife with him. But his story is he's like some handsome dude, used to play the piano, I think, and he was just like a freak, but then he would like bow his head at the end of each show, and on the back of his head he had another face. That would like whisper crazy shit, and only he could hear that like face, and it drove him crazy, and I believe he killed himself.
Wow.
And then after that, every Halloween he would come to kill the freak.
Wow.
American Horror Story, that's a must. Though at least those 2 episodes
Yeah.
from Freak Show. What was all? Did I say any other one?
You said American Horror Story. You said the classics, the Jason, Freddy.
Yeah, and then I think you have to watch Terrifier.
Terrifier, yeah.
You have to watch Terrifier.
This is his movie, guys. He loves Terrifier series.
I have all of them on DVD. Yeah, I mean Terrifier is it's very different from anything that we see. Oh, okay. Terrifier for like gore, and then nice. Terrifier for gore, and then the Sinister movies. The 2 Sinister movies.
Sinister.
You've never seen these?
No.
Okay, they're actually the most scary movies, like scientifically. Backed by
really?
heart rates.
What?
They would
Is it
gauge
like
people's.
Is it gory or scary?
No, it's scary.
Is it disturbing?
It's not. No, like Terrifier is disturbing. This is a genuine scary movie. Like it's crazy.
Oh, okay. I like that.
It's Sinister is like actually really good. 2 really good movies.
Why would you say what makes it scary? Suspense, jump scares. Weary.
Sinister has jump scares, but it's not. That's not the basis of the movie. The basis is like. It's just scary because. There's certain films in there, and it's like it's very like eerie, and the energy that you get from them it's very just off-putting.
Oh gosh.
And then the guy, like the bad guy, is pretty much like it feels like he's untouchable. He is untouchable. Like there's nothing you can do to really defend yourself in a way.
Oh.
So, yeah.
God, kind of maybe you want to watch it.
Dude,
Kind.
Sinister and Sinister 2 are like the scariest movies.
Wow.
And yeah, I like Terrifier because gore. There's crazy shit. I'm gonna get tickets to watch Terrifier 3 within the next couple days. If you want to come,
He's already got it.
If you want to come, you're more than welcome. Oh, we're going to Haunted House as well. So
yes,
Haunted House Saturday. Saturday Haunted House.
Yep. Can I give my movies?
Of course, of course.
Goosebumps. A little change of pace here, guys. If you didn't see the Halloween costume, you got to get my vibe, okay? Goosebumps for the nostalgia. I love the nostalgia of Goosebumps.
Okay.
At least one demonic movie,
Such as
like the Annabelle series, like one of the Annabelle series, like Conjuring, like one of those movies is always a must. And that's it.
there
is no third.
You just watched the Nun, right?
The Nun.
How was that?
It's good. Both of them are good. The first one is really good. I guess it's not really something. That wouldn't be a movie though that I'm like I have to watch this every Halloween because there's only 2 of them.
Yeah.
Or like the Annabelle and stuff is like a series, you know? It's like
Yeah, that whole
all
universe.
connected, yeah.
That whole universe is all connected.
Oh, the Nun.
The Nun's
The Nun.
connected
Yeah,
to
yeah. The
Annabelle.
Nun. Yeah, the Nun is connected. I think that's why I watched the first one because I heard that it was connected.
Yeah. Connected to The Conjuring.
Have you seen the Nun?
I saw the first. Yeah, the Nun.
No, the first one.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah.
I just like there's like almost like a lore to it a little bit, like the whole story and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Goosebumps. I like watching Goosebumps every Halloween, and then one of the Conjuring / like Annabelle series.
And no third.
I guess the third maybe would be this wouldn't be like what I'll watch on Halloween, but it's probably one of my favorite was I don't know why it stuck with me, but the Paranormal Activity series movies,
The scary ones, or the parody ones.
The scary ones.
Okay.
I think those are just classic. I remember when the first I was like one of the first of their kind to like make a movie like that. That was like
With
POV vlog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like when that first one came out, I remember it being such a big deal. Like I went to the movie theaters, like, oh, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
So I like the Paranormal Activity movies. The first 3, I believe. Once you get to like 4 and 5, they become kind of shit. The first one is classic, dude.
Yeah.
It's scary, man. I'm assuming you've seen the first one.
I don't know if I've seen them.
Jay,
I've definitely seen the parody ones. I've definitely seen the parody
don't say that.
parody ones.
At the end of the first one, I'm a big spoiler guy, by the way. I love it. Dude, at the end, it's just so scary because the guy's wife gets possessed. The Paranormal Activity does a good job of like, it's off-putting, like you said. It's very off-putting. Nothing's like super gory or like, oh my god, that's disturbing. It's just off-putting, dude. And the end, it's like the camera vlogging their bed, and you see them sleeping. And it's like fast forward, and you see like her like start getting up, and then it's fast forward, and she's just sitting like this, and you see the camera fast forward, and it's gone 3 hours. She's just sitting there like this for 3 hours. And it's just like, that's so off-putting. And then it stops. And then she gets out of bed. So it's like she sat there for 3 hours. I'm like, oh, that's so scary. You know what I mean? And he has no clue. And she turns and she looks at him. And the camera just spans for 3 hours. And you're just like, oh, that's so off-putting. Like, oh my God. And then like she gets out of bed and like starts walking around the bed and like looks at him. And then another hour goes by.
What the fuck?
And then she like walks and like you hear a loud like beating noises, and like the camera, the fast forwarding stops, and the guy gets up, he runs, he's like honey stop, because like she'd been having problems with getting possessed, so he kind of knows like, what's happening. He runs down the hallway and he runs into the darkness, and you see him, you hear and he goes flying back from the hallway, boom, lands, and like falls in front of the camera, and she's just like walking down the hallway, and she like walks up to him, like bends down right in front of the camera, and you see her like breaks his neck or something, and then she like looks up at the camera and like just stares, and then the camera fast forwards again for another like 3 hours, and she's staring at the camera, and then the movie goes off. Jesus, and I was just like, holy shit, dude, like that was gnarly. Like,
have you? That's not a good ending to a movie.
It's a great ending, dude.
Have you seen the parody versions?
No, I haven't. Are they funny?
They're very funny. You've definitely seen clips.
I probably have.
You've definitely at least seen clips. It's like, I think majority of the cast is like black people, and they're like, it's very funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have.
Fuck. I want to pull up clips of that, but I also wanted to, I don't know if I can put this on the microphone because it's probably illegal, but I wanted to put this at least up to your ear because this is the type of music that you get in Sinister.
What?
Here. I think this was like the ending credit. It's just that for like 6 minutes or something.
Oh, okay. I get what
but
vibe yeah.
That was like, the movie ended, I was like, this is fucking good.
Is it one of those things that just makes you feel weird for like a few days?
Yeah.
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 Damn, I've only watched one movie that made me feel like that.
What was it?
Annihilation.
I've never.
Oof.
Actually. Oh, dude, House of a Thousand Corpses. You know Rob Zombie?
Yeah.
He's directed a few movies.
Really?
House of a Thousand Corpses is also unsettling. It's
dude,
pretty,
when the credits rolled of Annihilation, have you seen Annihilation? Oh god, dude, this song played. It's like it's just like a weird song, dude.
It's because I heard singing now.
Spot on. It just makes you feel weird inside for a good few days. The movie's very just, it's disturbing / unsettling, but then the end is very just like, what did I watch?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you'll like that director's first movie.
Which one?
Because I've seen all his movies except for that one. His first movie is called Ex Machina.
The same director that made Annihilation?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think you'll really like it.
You said you've heard of it, the one like where they go inside that like ball of like shimmer or shine and everything's like mutated. I might have been talking to someone else.
Probably.
Okay. But yeah, it's like they come across this bear that when it roars, instead of like a bear roar, it's just screams of like people.
What the fuck?
It's dude, it is so off-settling, dude. Like you're like they're all like tied up in this room, like in the chair, and they're just like, oh, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and they just hear like, help, like help me, and they're just like, what the hell? And it's the bear, like that's what it sounds like.
Oh, what the fuck?
And it comes around, and it's just like all mutated, and like it just looks so scary, and it will come up next to them, and it'll be like, help, and it's just like that's its voice.
Wow.
It's terrifying.
So the enemy or the scary dude in that movie is a fucking.
It's not the bear. That's just a scene.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The ending is trippy.
And this is what movie again?
Annihilation.
Annihilation.
Yeah. Definitely watch it. It's
Noted.
good. It's good.
Noted. We plan on going to haunted house.
Yeah.
Have you been to many other haunted houses? Because we talked about the gallows.
Just 2.
Definitely want to go there. You've only been to 2 haunted houses.
Yeah. The one we went to last year and the gallows.
Oh my god.
Brother, I've seen real ghosts. My life is a haunted house.
Dude, I went to the Penhurst Asylum, which is like known.
I don't see how you could like seek out these areas and willingly go in these areas where like you could be lifted up, levitated, and thrown across the room.
But
You ain't doing no rear naked choke on that thing.
yeah, but who's doing that? How long has it been since anyone's done that?
That's true. It's like
Done that.
that's never happened. I feel like it's all on like fake TV.
I feel like the only time something like that happens is when it's like demonic type of stuff. But I want like some sort of paranormal interaction, or like paranormal interaction, or like fucking like a poltergeist. I want to see like a cup. I want to see a cup fly from across
Like, hey, if you're in this room, move that chair. It starts moving. You're just like, all right, time to go.
Yep. Yeah. We went to, so there's 4. So the one that we went to, it's just one attraction, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the Penhurst Asylum, which is an abandoned asylum, it used to be like an asylum where they would put crazy people.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fucked up shit happened there, and now it's like world renowned for paranormal activity. And now they have a haunted house there. So there's 4 attractions. At least the last time I went there, there's 4 attractions. 3 of those attractions are like people are scaring you, running around. And then the last one, it's just an empty building, and they're like, yeah, here's this flashlight. Have fun.
No, that's what I want to go do.
Yeah.
Just explore like an abandoned building.
Yeah.
Bro, that I'd pay money to do that.
Yeah. It's fucking.
Where is that at?
It's in. I'm going there when I go home. It's in Pennsylvania. Yeah. It is fucking sick.
Damn, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
I think that's way more scary than like an actual like people jumping out scaring you.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's just like
because your mind starts to play games on you.
Yeah.
You think you hear stuff. That's what happens.
Like looking for fucking.
If you look for it, you'll find it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you're looking for a weird noise, you'll hear it. Because your brain starts to play those tricks.
Absolutely.
So that's scary.
Absolutely. I think that was almost all the topics that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I have to get going soon.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have one last topic that I wanted to mention, and then we can call it a day. The last topic might be the most scary one.
Oh God. Don't say that.
The spookiest. Where would you be without grappling?
That is a great, scary question. Where would I be without grappling?
Where would you be?
Now, what do you mean by that? Do you mean like
where would you be
if I didn't come out to B-Team, or just in general, like when I started wrestling, if I never did it?
Say if you never started wrestling.
I would probably be a woke Gen Z.
Working at Chipotle.
Working Chipotle Looney Tune. That, or realistically,
that's scary.
That's scary. Without grappling, I'm a type of person where I make things happen. So I would find a way to do something. I would do something.
Yeah.
it'd be a full-time streamer, or I'd probably be like a Navy SEAL. Be something. It have to be something that's exciting, and I like to do it, and I'm in control of it. So without grappling, I'd probably be doing something else that still fit those same core attributes. But I definitely would not be the man I am today without grappling.
Absolutely.
Not even close. As far as toughness and mentality and stuff like that, I would not be any of that.
Mental health.
What about you?
This is a scary one.
That's a scary question.
I think.
Mm.
Let me hear it.
I'm disappointed. Not disappointed. I want to change the fact that when I said I would not be the man I am today without grappling, that's half true, because at the end of the day, if all you have is like this external part of yourself, if that's what people know you as, then you're making a mistake somewhere, right?
I don't care about what other people think about me,
Mm-hmm.
that type of stuff. I'm more worried about like if you were a Navy SEAL, would you be happy being a Navy SEAL?
Yes.
You'd be happy being a Navy SEAL? Would you be happy if...
But what I'm saying is, no matter what I am, like right now, I don't want to start beef, but do you think Gordon Ryan would have half his fans right now if he wasn't the best in the world grappler?
Well, no, but all of us wouldn't.
Not if people got to know you.
I guess, but part of that like, maybe aura isn't the word. Part of that like a lot of it is people having some sort of connection or relatability with the athlete.
Mm-hmm.
But then also it's just like having some sort of success or like some sort of exciting
I just
factor.
wouldn't want to be what I do for a living, whether it be Navy SEAL, grappling, business owner, whatever it may be. I don't want that to define who I am as a person.
I agree. I agree.
Mm-hmm. But
I'm not looking at it like that.
mm-hmm. What perspective are you looking at it from?
I think I'm looking at it like I don't know. I know I don't care about what other people think about me.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I have certain goals for my life. And if I, like a lot of those goals, I'm not going to be capable of doing so working for other people. And it's like, fuck, if grappling didn't work out, then what would I have done? I would have gone to college and then did whatever the fuck and then end up working for someone else, most likely.
Yeah.
And then it's like, that's not a life I want.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, where would I be without grappling? And like, not that I'm defining myself in grappling, but I can't see any other way for it to be like, this is a life that I like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that wrong?
No, because
It's scary.
It's scary, but it starts to like make you feel that maybe this is what I was destined to do. Because without it, I would not be JayRod. I would be just
Jacob.
Joe Blow.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, maybe I don't want to be, maybe I don't want to be defined by grappling, but that is how other people define me. And that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's not bad because I don't give a fuck about how people define me. I just care about like
how you define yourself.
How I define myself. Yeah. How I look at myself. Am I living my life to my fullest capabilities? I don't think I would be capable of doing that if I'm working for someone else.
Okay, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
I'm-
It's like without grappling, like grappling for me or for us was our way of showing to ourselves our full potential of becoming a better human all around.
Absolutely.
That was our way that was brought to us by, in my opinion, I would think that a divine being brought this into my life to help me reach my full potential. And other people, different things will be brought into their life for them to have an opportunity to seek their potential. Doesn't mean that everyone always jumps on it, but everyone has that one thing. It's like, hey, here's the seed. If you water it, it will grow, but you don't have to water it. You know, but when you do, you'll see your potential. That's what grappling is. Maybe it doesn't define us, but it was our vehicle to get to our potential.
Yeah.
Of a grappler or just a person in general.
Scary.
That's a good question. That was a damn good question.
The scariest one out of today's entire episode. I guess we'll close on that. Guys, let us know what you thought about today's episode. Please drop a comment down below. Drop some spooky shit. I want to see a bunch of different emojis.
Yes.
Drop a fucking zombie.
Pumpkin, ghost.
Vampire. Fucking monster.
We want those ghost stories too.
Yeah. Drop the ghost stories.
Oh. And please comment if you listen. Comment 1, the number 1, if you think my costume was cooler. Comment the number 2 if you think Jay's costume was cooler.
Yes.
I can already guess what's going to be in the comments, but do it anyway.
Before we close up, guys, we have to give a shout out to our sponsors, Caulibuds. They sell magnets for your ears. When you get cauliflower ear, you drain that thing, put those magnets on, you'll be good to go. So you have no more fluid filling up in your ear. And Saint Pasta Sauce, they sell pasta sauce, some of the best sauce in the game. You have to sign up for their email so you can keep up to date with their releases and get your hands on that sauce. Yeah. As always, thank you guys for all the support. We truly appreciate it. And we might have a little Halloween special for you guys, little side episode. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Motherfuckers.